Well, good morning and welcome to my channel. There's no place like your home. I'm Lisa and thanks for stopping by this morning. It's an absolutely beautiful day and I came out to get a couple of things done before my day gets away from me and I have some other things to do. But if you follow me already, or after you see this video, check out a previous video where my neighbor gifted me a twin bed, and it's a very good quality wood. It is either cherry or a maple, but I think it's maybe a cherry wood. But anyway, it's a very sturdy piece of furniture. And as always, I asked if there was a true need for it before I bid on this, and so it was gifted to me. So I used the headboard in the back part of my yard for the gate to clean up that back area. And I moved the footboard around a little bit, and then I also kind of just tucked it away. Well, this morning I was having an inspiration, and I thought, now I know what I'm going to do with that footboard. And something that I've always wanted out here in the front of the yard was a bench. Now, another thing too, I just want to clarify is I do not take things and redo them completely and make them something else as far as a project goes, a craft, sanding, painting, hammering, whatever. I mean, overall, I take what I get at face value and I incorporate it into my setting, my home, my yard, my gardens, and just find a different purpose for it. So every now and then I will spray paint or paint something. Um, Definitely change up fabrics, using a tablecloth for pillowcases or curtains. But other than that, I don't get into a lot of that kind of work because A, I really don't have the time, and B, the purpose of my channel is to be thrifty all the way around. And in that, it's saving money, doing things myself, and just finding ways to work around that, and giving myself, and I encourage you to do the same, a fun, warm, and engaging home. So the reason I'm making this is, and I'm really pretty excited about it. So I always wanted to have a bench out here in the front part of my yard. And boy, the sun is just, the earth has moved so quickly in the past few minutes. So there's a, pretty harsh morning light on the bench. And again, I don't do a lot of things as far as changing things up. So if you can see, there's the footboard of the bed. And then I found this just adorable little bench last week at the thrift store, and it ended up being $1.50. It was half off of the $2.99. And I was going to change the fabric, and it's definitely old and it's stained. But I think the only thing that I might do with that is try to find maybe a piece of plastic that you do put over fabric, so it really just doesn't get too rotted. And I might change the fabric, but for today we're expecting some very nice weather the next few days, so I'm going to leave this as is. Now again, I do have tools, but for my purposes I didn't want to get into too much, so I put the stool in front of the footboard, and I've actually propped it with some bricks behind there, so it's giving it a nice solid structure, and it will stay up. And then if you can see these tree stumps as well, I've had those on my property all these years. I never got rid of them. I just thought they were really cool. They've been around my yard in different places, accenting my gardens. And I thought for today, because I'm not going to saw the footboard down, I'm not getting into any drilling or anything like that, I'm putting those on either side of the bench. And I think the fun part will be maybe throwing a couple little novelties on there that, you know, need to be concerned about them being weatherproof. I don't want to damage anything unnecessarily, but I just thought if I could find some kind of a clock or just some little fun knickknack on there to again enhance this space, make this a fun conversation piece. I mean, you really can sit on the bench. It's okay. I wouldn't lean back. But again, this is how I do my thrifting. This is how I enhance my space. And I just truly am just tickled. And I love this, how this looks this morning. And then I took, lastly, my two begonias and I planted those in this larger basket. And hopefully my yellow one's going to come back. It's starting to look a little, you know, it's not looking its best. But it came with the ivies in there as well. So I just really, truly enjoy this thrifted, um, I think, in its way, an elegant look for this corner. And as I said, I've wanted to have a bench out here all these years and just never got around to that. I don't want to spend any money buying something new because ultimately, I'll share this. My thrifting style really is based on my home. And it is a smaller, one of the original tiny homes built for World War II veterans. So I'm working with a really a colonial brick, and I like the traditional shutters that were up there. I maintain those and the white picket fence, but I don't think brand new modern things really go with the look of my home. So I've just worked around and enhanced the look that I want, whether it's, you know, considered a little English cottage, or I've got my English garden, or just a little, you know, kind of a little bit of a country feel, you know, in a suburban area. So, as always, there's no place like your home. I always thank you for your time. Thanks for stopping in. I hope my ideas can inspire you to try things that you normally wouldn't try, and you know, just bloom where you're planted and find your style, because it really will work for you when you really find out where you're coming from, what you're made of. It'll just come together. So if you do like my channel, please like, subscribe, share. As last night, I see that I have 181 subscribers, so I think that's pretty cool as well. Well, I'm enjoying this lovely morning before I have to get at some other things, but I hope you like my idea, and I think I mean, I'm going to keep it here. I do have holly planted and an azalea flower planted, so I'll see how that goes, you know, once next spring comes as well, if I'll have to move it. But again, just having a bench out here really enhanced the look that I wanted to achieve for this area. And you can see those ferns, you know, they're really starting to take off as well. So really feel good about that purchase too. Again, if you like my channel, please like and subscribe, share, leave your comments. I'd like to hear from you. And I say this every time when I get my inspiration. I did brush my teeth and wash my face. I really didn't comb my hair. I've got my work clothes on, so I never feel like I have that package all pulled together when the inspiration hits, but I guess that's part of my channel. All right, well, I will see you soon. Have a great day, and as always, there is no place like your home.